Seahawks beat the Colts 28-16. Um, it's Russell Wilson, bro. Look, here's the thing, and it goes back to what I just said. The quarterback is the most important position on the field because they're the one that's making all the decisions pretty much. They're the ones that pretty much score. And Russell Wilson was incredible. I mean, I think he had like 4 touchdowns. Russell Wilson probably is the greatest dime throw as far as the quarterback that can throw the ball high and it lands perfectly in the pocket that needs it. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback that does it better than Russell Wilson. Now I know it's week 1, but I didn't say it on mic, of course, but off mic, people ask me, "Hey Jay, what is your I guess sleeper pick? What is your dark horse pick that nobody would expect?" I always say, if Seattle does what they're supposed to do, and if Russell Wilson plays like the Russell Wilson that we know he could be, Seattle's going to win the Super Bowl. That is my dark horse pick. I don't know if that's going to happen. I doubt that's going to happen. But the Seattle that we saw on Sunday was, Chris Carson looked good. DK Metcalf looked good. The defense didn't ruin it. The offensive line it looked better. Don't get me wrong. The offensive line looked a lot better. It's just still, it didn't look terrible like it was. You know what I'm saying? But I think that this game was more about the Colts than Seattle. And that's I'm not taking anything away from Seattle. How do you feel? Again, overreaction after week 1 because it's only week 1. But how do you think the Colts feel right now? You pretty much put your franchise you put your franchise in the hands of Carson Wentz. And Carson Wentz looked bad. Like, Carson Wentz did not look good at all. And it's like, and this is the fear. I told y'all this. This is the fear that the Indianapolis Colts have. You put so much into Carson Wentz. So much into Carson Wentz. And you're hoping, you're pairing him back with Frank Wright. And that was where he had his most success. You were hoping that this Carson Wentz is the Carson Wentz that was the MVP front runner before the injury. Now we know after the injuries and his headspace, whatever. Yeah, that's what you were hoping, that you're getting the Carson Wentz of old. Now, again, this could be an overreaction because it's just week 1. However, Carson Wentz the Carson Wentz that we saw majority of the year last year in Philly is the Carson Wentz that we got week 1. His confidence looks shot. He was throwing the ball late. He was throwing the ball in windows that he shouldn't even attempt to throw it. The defense, which is a really good defense, was on the field a lot longer than it should be and the last thing you want to do is be tired and gassed to be on the field and give Russell Wilson opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. I cannot imagine being in the front office of the Indianapolis Colts and watching Carson Wentz play the way he played in week 1 and have confidence that he's going to improve, because this is the Carson. I understand it's overreaction, day after week 1, but this is the Carson Wentz that we've seen, right? This is the Carson Wentz that we have been accustomed to since after the injury. So I think it's not really an anomaly at this point because we've seen this. And this is the biggest fear that they have. You give so much, and the Colts are in a position where the team as a whole is really good. You're good enough to be a perennial playoff team. You're good enough to actually go deep in the playoffs. Hell, you were good enough to go deep in the playoffs or have a shot to go deep in the playoffs with Phillip Rivers, who couldn't throw longer than 10 yards last year. And y'all were this close to beating the Buffalo Bills. And you would think that the Carson Wentz of old, which he was, is better than Phillip Rivers. And you would think, okay, so we improved at quarterback. Now it's time to make a move. Like now it's time. Now we're legit. And Sunday did not look like it. So, you know, I don't. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine, bro. I couldn't imagine. But shouts out to Seattle. I think what we saw again, it's this team is going to go as far as that offensive line and the defense takes them. I say that time and time again, but we know how great Russell Wilson is. We know how good the wide receiver core is. We know when healthy how good Chris Carson that running game is. It's just, and we already know how good we know how good Pete Carroll is as a coach. It's just, is Russell Wilson going to have to run for his life as much as he was last year, or get sacked as much as he was last year? And is their defensive line, are the holes so big that it could derail the, you know what I'm saying? So that's that.